First thing first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil. For real. Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? It's Dupree, aka Darth Vader here with another reaction, and this one is to the trailer for the reunion for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is going to be on HBO Max. This thing has been a long time in the making. I know they've been talking about this for some years, and it just sucks that James Avery, aka Uncle Phil, passed away before they could make this happen. But you know, better late than never. I've been seeing this all over the internet, all over Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I've held off from watching this. I wanted to save my first reaction from my initial thoughts. But yeah, we're gonna get to it and we're gonna see what this is about.
You probably seen the picture, me with the whole Fresh Prince cast. Hold on, the lights off a little bit. You probably seen the picture. I posted it.
I love watching Will Smith's Instagram and Facebook, man.
Fresh Prince cast, but you're not ready for this trailer. You couldn't be
His YouTube
ready
videos.
for this trailer. Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, you're welcome, Will. Thank you, Will. You're welcome. Thank you, Will.
Thank you,
yes,
Will.
You're welcome, Will.
Thank you. Story all about how my life got lifted up. They built the whole set again. Wow.
How crazy is it walking in here? I've always been able to recognize chemistry.
Will and Alfonso from the very beginning were just playmates.
This is my brother Carlton. He knows we can't afford any bigger clothes, so he
Just doesn't grow.
Nobody ever asked me if I could act. This joker, and you couldn't.
I had no aspirations to act.
Jeff turned down the show literally 10 times.
Will is very good at talking me into things.
They said, oh, we want you to audition for this new sitcom with a rapper. I said, oh.
Second off, Viv.
Was special.
It was just kind of like a Friday night party.
We'd each grab percussion instruments.
It was a full-on experience. Yeah, all right, we're about to go on stage. The audience is out there.
It was the hottest ticket in town, as they called it.
James is the heart of the show.
Uncle Phil.
Was this 6'4" Shakespearean beast, and I wanted.
People don't know he was also the voice for Shredder, the Ninja Turtles cartoons.
You don't want me, man. I fall into his arms at the end of the scene, and he's holding me, and the shot's hands off, and he whispered in my ear, "Now that's acting."
I didn't realize how many people we were reaching.
There will always be a piece of all of us in that living room.
Our show meant black excellence to people. The excellence was the way that we loved each other.
I couldn't celebrate 30 years of Fresh Prince without Janet.
Oh. They brought Black on Viv back. What? Yo. They brought Black on Viv back, y'all. Yo. Oh, okay. If you guys don't know the history, Will and the first on Viv, I forget her name, actually had a lot of backstage, onstage beef, for a number of different reasons, mostly because you know, she wanted this to be treated like, you know, a real television show, and she didn't think a show with the main star as a rapper and everything. It was just a lot of backstage drama. But I'm just surprised that they brought her back, because there's a lot of interviews with her telling about all her stories about how you know, she didn't think Will was professional, how, you know, there was so much stuff that happened backstage, how he actually got her kicked off the show, a lot of backstage drama, and I'm just surprised they got her back. As far as everybody else, you know, it's good to see the cast back, and I can't believe they actually recreated the set, which is cool. But then again, whenever they do one of those reunion shows, they always recreate the set. I know they were talking, I don't know if they did it or not, but they were talking about the whole Friends reunion, and they recreated the set. Actually, no, you know what? On Jimmy Fallon, they actually recreated the Friends set and brought you know, the majority of the cast back to reenact stuff. It was kind of you know, it was kind of like that one time that Jimmy Fallon was on Friends. But this is cool. It just, like I said, and at the beginning, it just sucks that Uncle Phil's, James Avery is not alive to be there for this. Like, he was like the heart and soul of that show. Like, no matter what you want to say, like, even though it's Will's show, it was also just as much as Uncle Phil's show as it was Will Smith's show. And then Carlton too. Like, Alfonso Ribeiro, like he that dude is like comedy, straight comedy. Funny fact about him, people don't know that he actually started off in a Michael Jackson Pepsi concert. Like, this is old school, not concert, commercial. Like, there's this old school Pepsi commercial where like he's dressed like, he has his beaded jacket on, he's dancing through the streets and everything, and then he moonwalks right back, and then he moonwalks right into the back of Michael Jackson, and they have like a little dance off, and that's pretty much where he came from. People don't think about that. And then for everybody else, I feel like, Tatiana Ali and I forgot like the other ones, the other sisters, Hillary's real name, but they've done a lot of stuff, but it's not really been as big and crazy, obviously. And then this is gonna be cool. I can't wait to watch this, man. Like, I grew up watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, literally, I'm putting my age out there. I was actually old enough to see these episodes when they actually aired back in the 90s. So that should tell you something. I feel like I modeled a lot of like who I am and my personality after like Will Smith in the show, from The Fresh Prince. Like, he was the coolest person. He was like one of the coolest people on TV, and at that time, it was cool to have like, role models like him and stuff like that. And I was just so happy that like the show went on for as long as it did. And the reruns, like, people to this day can still quote like, jokes and things from the show. And I guarantee it, if you go to a wedding or party or whatever, if somebody's going to play Jump On It, I guarantee you everybody and their mama knows, like, that. Like, come on, you've done that at a wedding or something. And then, same thing with the main title, like the Fresh Prince title, word for word. Even the extended version that people don't really remember, with the part where he's like on a plane and everything. People are like, wait, what? There's more? I'm like, yeah, there was a show. It was a longer version. I love this show, man. I love this show. And a funny thing, like, to think that we almost did not get the Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff as the main characters and the main players in the show. The show almost went to Kid and Play. Before Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff were actually cast in the show, before it was offered to them, it was gonna go to Kid and Play. Because at that time, you had Kid and Play, and then you also had Fresh Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff. Like, they were on the same level. Actually, no. Kid and Play were actually above them. Like, they were on this level, and Fresh Prince, everybody was down here because they were doing movies. They had House Party, House Party 1, House Party 2, like Class Act. They had all those movies. As soon as like I guess that like there was some manager dispute or whatever, and then they didn't take it. But like, Will and Jazzy Jeff like ended up taking it, and that pretty much relaunched their careers, because they were already like, pretty popular, like, in the hip hop community, popular rappers and everything, won Grammys. But it was just, that was the start of Will Smith's acting career, and then it all went from there. But anyway, yeah, this has been my thoughts and reactions. I can't wait for this show when it drops. I'm definitely gonna have a review for it afterwards. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Are you excited for, the Fresh Prince reunion? It's been 30 years in the making for this. Let me know what you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one. And even though this is not a Star Wars video, may the Force be with you. Bye.